there you go. I go on the net and I see so many people breaking it down painstakingly, the brother-to-brother guitar solo by Carlos Rios with Gino Vanelli. But it got me thinking, you know, I mean, literally you guys can go out there and find 500 versions of it. And in detail, like I said, painstaking detail. But I think the devil is in the details. You know, like anything I would want to show my guys, my students, etc., you guys out there in YouTube land, is not to mimic. I mean, the fun in playing guitar, at least in my world, is not mimicry. So with Brother to Brother, I'm just going to kind of break it down. I'm going to do a close-up, and I'll show you some of the motifs, because I think to do any kind of really amazing solo like this one, you just hit the motifs, and what you do in between, really up to you, and that should be the way it should be. You can try to learn what I'm playing lick for lick. I'd be flattered. Or you can just sort of listen to this video and let it sink in and find your own voice in the solo. Anyway, guys, let's do a close-up and take it from there. Okay, so the first thing I want to sort of discuss here briefly is the intro. You know, you got to catch that. Always try to get those motifs in the solos. Your audience, the listener, and yourself, that gives you a grounding and people will know where you're going with it. So, we did the first motif pretty much off the record. Now here's the way that you might approach it. And that's that second motif that you really want to nail down. And then you jump up an octave. Now here's the cool one. So I kind of went off the rails on that a little bit, but I can't help it. That's the way I like to play. Back to one. Here's the second motif. Then the blazing bebop types licks. That's kind of in the ballpark of what he does, but now what you might want to try, again, and one thing that's very important, I would say, guys, before undertaking this solo, sort of understand that it's based around a B minor, and it's going to be playing in and out with a lot of chromaticism. Okay, so on that second motif, when you're doing that bebop run, kind of like that giant steps almost, as a matter of fact. Now you could approach it from this perspective. And then what I would do on that, I would just go into like a nice flourish and just burn through it. And what I'm doing there, guys, is I'm taking that end run off that. You got the chromaticism there. So what I'm going to do is just blaze back up on it. And I kind of repeat the chromaticism at the beginning of that run and at the end. So here we're going to go on that, right? This gets us to our third motif. So I love that opener though, which is really the spot you want to hit. Once you get that, you're home free. And I just come off of that minor, B flat minor arpeggio. And then the motif number 4. Now I'm going to hit that every time. And then we go to that B flat. And we modulate back to B minor. That's our fifth motif. B flat, minor arpeggio. And now we bend off of the G. We go to the F sharp, which drops us right back to B minor. And that's a B minor arpeggio. Then we repeat the B minor ascending arpeggio. On this section, everybody gets a little wordy. And what I mean by that is they start playing, and I never have been one for doing that, they start playing all over the neck. I don't know why. You know, if you really want to keep things compact, that's where you're going to get your speed. So from that last riff, you know, we're going to take it B minor ascending. Now here I go B flat. Here we go. So you can hit that final pattern like this. You know what? I'm going to do that again because I overbent that note. Okay guys, so that just kind of wraps up my variations on a theme. Again, just sort of reiterate what I did. I'm just sort of giving you guys alternatives for the brother-to-brother solo where you can play it and find some really nice things and put your own stamp on it. I'm sure that Carlos does not play the same riffs, nor should you every single performance and every night you play particular songs. If you have more details or you need more details, like I said at the beginning, there is an abundance of guys who have painstakingly gone through everything note for note for note. But anyway, I hope this helps. Great comments. I always love them. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys like my sort of twisted sense of humor on things. Yeah, that's about it. And I did a review on this guitar, by the way, which is the IYV SG style. Man, I love this guitar. It sounds great. It plays great. Check out that video. And in the meantime, I always say, do something good for yourself. Do something good for other people in this world. And rock on. Play your guitar, right?